for long-term loans, we have a rule of thumb that if you just want to get a quick estimate for how much your monthly payment might be, all you got to do is say, well, take the principal, so however much the loan is for, and multiply it by the monthly interest rate. So it's a pretty straightforward process to do this. Now again, it is just an estimate, and our estimate, the real value will be at least that much. So usually it's in the ballpark, but definitely more. So in this case, our principal is $100,000. And then our monthly interest rate, and that's kind of the important piece there, it's the monthly interest rate, and we're going to do that also as a decimal. Well, 8% APR, we can say that's 0.08, but in order to get the monthly interest rate, we divide by 12. So principal times the APR over 12, meaning the monthly interest rate, and that's going to tell us, again, just our estimate for how much we're going to pay each month. So if we do that, we end up getting $666.67. Right? Again, this is just an estimate. The real value, if we wanted to find the actual value, right, this would be something that we could use the TVM solver for. And we could say, well, okay, let's go through and figure out, N, we have 20 years and we're making, monthly payments. So 20 times 12. I, our interest rate, well, that's just the regular APR. So that's going to be 8. The present value of the loan, that's the principal amount. So PV is going to be 100,000. We are going to solve for payment. So for right now, let's leave that blank. The future value should be 0. We should have paid that down to 0. And then like usual, payments per year, compounds per year should both be 12. And then we're making our payments at the end. So those 3 at the bottom usually stay the same. So it's this payment that we're solving for. So if we solve for that, it should hopefully be not too far off from what we estimated. So if we calculate this as negative 836.44, right, is 836.44 cents. Is that at least what we estimated? Yes, right, it's greater than what we estimated. And is it in the general ballpark? Like these things are not terribly close. They're off by about $170. But again, this is just a little rule of thumb. And we can kind of imagine that maybe the longer term this is, if we look at something over 30 years versus 20, these two will probably get a little bit closer to each other.